Okay guys, we're now creekside. You see I have, or creekside I should say, I have the two containers, the two bowls cleaned out. I have this washing my hands container. Uh, the other night I left these here. They'll be fine. They just lost their color because I pulled the roots. But anyway, that is more than enough. These are fresh. I pulled them today. Check out that bad boy right there. So I'm gonna go down the creek and rinse them off. Now you technically don't have to rinse them off, but I like to. And the reason why you don't, oh boy. All right. The reason why you don't have to rinse them off is because you can just peel the skin right off of them. But I don't know. I'm thorough, if not anything else. I like to be as clean as possible. Not anal about it, but I don't know. The better the ingredients look, the better it tastes, right? So all the bad stuff is off of it, the dirt, right? Man, I wish. Bear with me, this is my first time really shooting any content in a long time, so I'm just gonna have to wing it. And bear with me, it's a bad angle, but it is what it is. You can see I've got the roots here. What I'm gonna do is, these are spring onions, by the way. They're delicious and they're hardy. And these happen to be young, so they're very chewy and crunchy, which is fine. A lot of fiber, which is what I need. Like I said, I'm 27 pounds underweight. It sucks because I know I lost some muscle too, so hence the whey protein. Alright, so now that they're clean, what I'm going to do is, now normally you'd be able to eat this part right here. It's delicious, like almost like a lettuce, but it tastes spicy. Not hot spicy, but just spicy. And you can see as I peel it off, go all the way down, you just have that little bit, and you're good to go. That's that simple. Smaller one's a little bit more difficult to work with to find the peelant, but sometimes if you just peel the bottom part, we'll break off the root, if you will, then you can clean it that way. So you get the idea. I hate when people shoot videos and then they spend 5 minutes showing you how to clean something when it only takes you 30 seconds to learn how to do it. So I'm going to leave you and come back when I get back up top. And let me clean this off. Make sure it's good and clean. You don't want any dirt in there. It's going to really make the flavor nasty. And what you can do is put a little plate, clean the rock off, clean it in the sand. I know it's not the best water, but it is what it is. And I've got clean water up at the camp, so I'm going to rinse it off. Anyway, put the fresh, clean ones there. You get the idea. I'll pick back to you in a minute. Okay, back at the site, camp. Got the clean bowls. I have not cleaned them with the clean water yet. I'm going to go get, I don't know, almost a mile to walk to a convenience store to get ice water for 50 cents and then use the bathroom, take a shower. I have not joined Planet Fitness, which is right near there, which would be awesome, or one of those places. It's $30 a month. You can shower, I can work out. Now that I'm down to probably 6% body fat, any weight that I put on will be pure muscle. So ladies, sun's out, guns out. I hate to disappoint your boyfriends and husbands, but yeah, it's gonna get real soon. I'm headed to the beach in 2 weeks, maybe even this weekend coming up. Okay, it's the Bluefish Run in Ocean City, Maryland, North Ocean City, Fenwick. I love it. Bethany, Rehoboth, Lewis. Hello, beautiful. But my ultimate goal is to get down the Outer Banks. It is the mecca for fishing. Period. If there was only one last thing to do, excuse me, it would be to go surf fishing one last time and watch the sunrise or the sunset if I do it out west. But it's just spiritual. That's all I can say. Whether you do it in the middle of the night with a spotlight or a campfire, and you're just there with a friend or a girl, you just listen to music, chilling. It's spectacular. There's no words really. If you haven't done it, I would suggest you do it. It's guys, you want to impress your girl, especially guys with a pickup. Sit her on the back, pick her up, and put her on the back the tailgate. Grab her a Corona, put some good music on. Forget about it. Anyway, it's a done deal. You know what I'm talking about. Anyway, or sangria. You know. Oh, what said about white women is just, I don't know. The girls I dated, it's my fault. I went for 10s. I dated my soulmate at the time in college, and surfer girl, blonde, just beautiful, funny as all heck. We had so much fun goofing off, just being silly kids, and that's what I miss, and that's what I want. I don't think as you get older you should lose that youth. I think that people get to accumulating things, and it's all about status and keeping up with the Joneses and how big your house and how big your car is. I always thought it was silly, always, my entire life. I wanted to be a park ranger, work, in like Montana or something, or work on a golf course, like just be outside 24/7, really. And kind of was steered towards making money so I could get nice things, which to me, I don't give a crap. I've lost everything like 5 times, so I'm used to it. I have nothing now, and I'm so happy it's not even funny. Look at all these flies, man. Bastards. I don't know where they're coming from, but they're not the biting type. By the way, if you go surf fishing or if you go to the beach and there's green flies, get the hell out of Dodge. You won't last 10 minutes there. And it's when the wind blows off of the ocean towards land. See, flies don't mess with the beach because normally the winds blow on the East Coast from west to east, and they'll get blown right over the ocean. They'll wind up dying if they get swept out to sea. So when that wind is blowing from the east, they love to hang out on the beach, and they're everywhere. It's miserable. So east winds, southeast, northeast, east winds, get the heck out of there. North and south, probably okay. Anything with any bit of westward. And by the way, if you don't know how wind works, when it says southwest winds, that's what direction it's coming from, not the direction it's blowing. So when you see the weather report, it says west, southwest, that's perfect. West, perfect. Northwest, perfect. But once you get north towards due north, due south, there might be some issue here and there. But northeast, east, southeast, forget about it. It'll be miserable. Don't go surf fishing. Don't go to the beach when it's like that. Go putt-putting or something else. Anyway, I'm burning one real quick. So what I'm going to do now that I have these babies ready to go, I told you I got chorizo. I'll show it to you later. I'm going to go take care of business, fill up my half gallon of water, fill up my other water container, and get 50 cents of water, chug 3 or 4 waters, right, for 50 cents. Hello, why would you pay $2 for a bottle of water? Pay 50 cents at your local convenience store. Get you one that has one of those really cool ones with the display where you can select water and you can add like lemon or vanilla. I do lemon, lime, and some cherry to top it off. It's delicious. I chug literally 3 or 4 of those large ones if I can, at least 1 or 2. And then I fill up that water container, the 2 water containers, which is probably 3/4 of a gallon, so I have plenty of water for drinking for the night. I got to work tomorrow morning at 5. I get there at 4:30. How you doing? Today I had to run there today because my alarm didn't go off. I don't know what's wrong with my phone. My carrier turned my cell off because I didn't have income for about 3.5, 4 months. So it's nice to be working now. I've worked 3 weeks at Walmart. Last week I worked at the golf course and also the pizza place. And I'm doing that to build my skill set, right? I'm an organic farmer, and I'm not going to get into it, but I can grow my own food. I can hunt if I choose to. I can fish, which I will choose to. And I bought a property, rent to own. The guy's the nicest guy in the world. He's hung in there with me, even though I'm about $6,000 behind. So I'm choosing to be homeless now and saving $1,000 to $1,200 to $1,500 a month, and I'll make up that money I owe him in less than 6 months.
working 2 jobs, 80 hours a week, and when I can, do DIY stuff. I fell trees, small trees. Now, if you have big trees, we can do those too. I've got some phenomenal tree guys. I'm a tree broker too. Right now, Maryland, Pennsylvania, for now, but expanding to New Jersey, New York, upstate. I'm doing the Finger Lakes this fall. I'm going up there to scout and recon. And then I'm actually going in June to New Hampshire to visit a lovely lady that I met on the internet. She said, "You're going to drive all the way up here for my farmer's market?" I said, "Hell yeah." Because I want to see what they're doing. I want to see how they do things up there. And I love that area. Northeast, up there, like Vermont. Oh my God. Lake Champlain, New Hampshire. There's the beach. Hello. Just incredible up there. I want to go to the beaches up there in New Hampshire. That's why I'm going up there. Partly to see them, but also go to the beach. And then probably swing over to Vermont and head back down through the Finger Lakes. So I'll kind of scout for a weekend. Believe it or not, I'll do it in one weekend. You watch. And then, in the fall, golf here in Pennsylvania slows down around the Halloween, and then hours will be cut. So if they don't have enough hours for me, my boss is super cool. He told me he'd call down and get me a job down at like Outer Banks. There's one golf course there. That would be phenomenal. Oh my God, it'd be a dream come true. Or I'd get a job at like a lube center, or a lube place. Because that's what I did before this. And speaking of them, they screwed me. Yep, Napoleon Nate screwed me. I'm coming for you, dude. I'm going to sue you. Yep, your $100 million company. JT2. And then also my landlord screwed me literally the same week or same 10-day period. He knew that I didn't have a job. I told him I wanted to rent a car, rent a truck, his truck, piece of crap. He charged me $200 a week. No, it was $150 a week. I apologize. I gave him $200. And he had the balls to ask me to bring the car back the day of the blizzard at like 12 o'clock. I'm like, dude, the blizzard's at 1 a.m. this morning. I got plenty of time. So he said he's going to call the cops. I said, go ahead, because that's how he is. He's a little beta. He's so insecure, he seeks to control people to establish some type of power worth it. He said that he was tested as a genius. And I said, okay, show me the certificate. He has yet to produce it. So he's full of shit. He's also a racist bigot. I've seen him at his worst, and he's got Satan in his eyes. He's evil. He assaulted me twice. One sexually, sorta. He came busted in my bathroom. In the bathroom. It's a shared bathroom. He knew I was in there. He busted in there, was looking at me like the guys from the sisters from Shawshank Redemption. Staring me up and down when I was naked. And I'm like, dude, get the hell out of here. What are you doing? And he's like, oh, I thought you were done. And I'm like, well, get the fuck out, dude. And he wouldn't leave. And I said, get out. And he fucking put his arm across the doorway so I couldn't get out. So I said, listen, dude, you're either going to move or I'm going to fucking move you. All right? And he finally moved. Then I go to my room and he calls the cops on me. Yeah. So the cops show up. It's a long story, but that guy is a piece of crap. He actually texted me, good luck getting a job without a vehicle, or something to that effect. That's how you retaliated against me. Same guy who fell like about 6 months after I got there. He fell. I didn't know he fell, but I go in to get ready for work. I worked at a car dealership at the time. I get ready for work and there's shit all over, literally shit stains, handprints of shit on the walls, shit on the floor, like he made a mess. I was thinking to myself, Jesus Christ, you couldn't make it to the toilet? But anyway, come to find out, after doing that for a week or so, he finally got someone he hired, and they showed up one night. They were partying, and I'm like, what the hell's going on? They were hookers. Yeah, I got audio of them fucking. Yeah. I knew I'd need it, because I knew he's a fucking little... Anyway, long story short, I was there for like a day and a half. They didn't know that I was basically in my room and the whole time. And when those women left, they were rummaging through the house. I heard them upstairs. I thought it was Bob, but I heard him upstairs. Next thing I know, I hear like all this noise and commotion. I live in the basement, and his room is on the other end of the house. So I heard, my room is right next to the refrigerator in the laundry room, and I heard them rummaging through like the refrigerator and stuff. And I'm like, what the fuck are they doing? So I caught them red-handed. They were stealing steaks out of his meat freezer. I'm like, what are you doing? And they're like, oh, Bob said we could take some steaks. I said, really? So they wound up leaving quickly, and I saw their SUV, a black SUV. I took a picture of it. They were dressed like hookers. Come on, man. They weren't cleaners. And this is what I got to tell you. So the next day, Kevin, who lives upstairs, came to me and said, "Hey, you know anything about a watch?" I'm like, "What are you talking about?" He's like, "Well, I had a $2,500 watch and it's gone." And I'm like, "Are you accusing me? Because I was here all day, and so was Bob. And I didn't steal it, and I'm sure Bob wouldn't steal it. So what are you trying to say?" He's like, "Was anyone else here?" And I said, "No." I said, "Wait a minute, there were. There were two cleaners." And I did the whole quote unquote thing with my fingers. And he's like, "What are you talking about?" I'm like, "They weren't cleaners, they were hookers." And he said, he talked to Bob, and Bob said they were cleaners. Yeah, they're fucking smoking weed, partying for literally like all a day and a half, and they were cleaning, right? Who does that? Come on. Anyway, Kevin went to the police, and the detective, asked him some questions, and he told them they were cleaners because at the time I didn't tell him that they were they were hookers because I didn't talk to him yet. And anyway, so Bob lied. It's on the police report. You're fucked, Bob. Oh, excuse me. You're effed, Bob. If you wrong me, like if it's a little thing like you bump into me, whatever, that's fine. If you like lie to me, okay, I remember, and I'm not gonna ever trust you again. But if you deliberately screw me like he did, then I'm gonna come at you 10 times harder than you came at me because you're gonna learn a lesson. And I know people said turn the other cheek. That's bullshit. You let people get away with shit, they're gonna do it to somebody else. So someone's gonna thank me that this miserable fuck isn't gonna screw them. So I didn't tell you this either. There's black mold above my bed. You know why? Because the idiot I told, "Hey, there's water coming down in my closet. Looks like there might be a leak in the pipe." I said, "Hopefully it's not the waste pipe." He's like, "Nah, let me get my guy," is what he says. He's got a guy. I hate these old hats that think, "Oh, I have a guy." Oh yeah, your guy's an imbecile because he fixed it supposedly, and within a couple days it was trickling again. And I told Bob, "Hey, it's gonna come down, dude. A leak never gets better, so you better get on it." Of course, he didn't do anything. It came down, ruined my suits, my shirts, my ties, my shoes. You know when water gets on suits and on shoes, they're ruined. So I had to throw them all out. He said he would take care of me, never did. I asked him about it a couple times, never did, never paid me back, nothing. Never said, "Hey, just forget about rent for a month," and I would have accepted that. That would have been a reasonable accommodation. Nope, totally ignored me. Then I told him, "Hey, there's black mold on my bed. You know that's dangerous, right?" "Oh, let me fix it." So he got someone to come and fix it. I didn't tell you this part. He got someone to fix it after the first time. The second time, I said, "Hey, the black mold's above my bed." Guess what? Never fixed it. Never fixed it. Lived that way for 18 months, exposed to black mold, right? Okay? And furthermore, he never replaced the ceiling, the drywall in the closet. So in the summer, it was hot as heck in there. And in the winter, it was cold as heck in there. I had to put a space heater in my room to stay warm. And this SOB never fixed it. Okay? He raised the